And it doesn't take you getting lucky. It doesn't take you being a savant. It doesn't take you being a genius. It takes something different. This is so good. And I think this is why the Master YouTube Live system works. Poop videos out. Get those out of you.
There's always going to be a new trend, a challenge video,
Yep.
vlogging in New York, whatever it is. But
Ruslan.
Speaking of excellence, becoming good at something, mastering a craft, I found this really interesting clip that I wanted to share with you guys. And if you guys know me, you know I love the book Outliers. You know I love the book Mastery. I think these are important concepts to be successful at life, but I think they're specifically successful for creators to remove some of the stigma around what we think it takes. And it doesn't take you getting lucky. It doesn't take you being a savant. It doesn't take you being a genius. It takes something different. And this is a video I saw from Ed Sheeran that I thought directly applied to YouTubers and people trying to grow in this world. So let's rock and roll.
Hi, I'm Tom. I just wanted to ask, have you any advice or top tips for any upcoming musicians or any kind of wisdom you'd like to share?
Of course. I think the key, have you ever heard of this theory about the 10,000 hours theory? Yes. So that theory works,
Whack-a-mole
right?
song
So
as well.
when I first started out, I saw Damien Rice in concert, and I mentioned it in a song. I said, I won't stop till my name's in lights.
The 10,000 hour theory, for those of you guys don't know, is to become great at something, to become an expert at something, you have to do it deliberately for 10,000 hours consistently. Deliberately for 10,000 hours. Not fooling around, not in a trash way, deliberately. And it's mentioned in the book Outliers as well. Go ahead. And Mastery, I think.
Like, I watched him and was like, I want to do that one day, and wrote a million songs, did a million gigs, and have ended up kind of doing a similar thing. But it literally came from writing a song a day or 2 songs a day or 5 songs a day and just getting all these songs out of me, doing a million gigs, sometimes 3 gigs a day. Sometimes we did 6 gigs a day one year at Glastonbury. But I think
6 gigs a day. 6 gigs a day, consistently showing up time and time, writing a song a day. This is so good. And I think this is why the Master YouTube Live system works, because it gets you more shots at bat. It gets you showing up and publishing even when you're not feeling it, even when you're not inspired. All those gross words. I hate all those words. Go ahead.
as a dirty tap, when you switch a dirty tap on, it's going to flow water out for a substantial amount of time, and then
He said you're going to flow poop water for a long time, and then eventually clean water will come out.
That's great.
It's so good.
it's out of you, it's fine. So with songs, you're going to write songs at the beginning. My songs were terrible. My raps were terrible. Like, I've listened to it the other day, it's awful. But I got it out of me, and the more you write, the more you experience, and then you start flowing clean water, and songs start getting better and better and better. And when you're on a good streak, you're writing good songs now, and then you're going to write a shit song, and that song is out of you, and you can move on. And it's the same with gigs. Like, you will always...
And this directly applies to YouTube. Get the poop videos out. Get those out of you. Get the bad ideas out. Get the scripts out. Be deliberate. Be intentional. That's what the analytics are for. That's why you can go back and look at when people check out from the video and stop watching. This is the process of becoming great at anything. Is you got to do enough of it to eventually get good. If you are deliberate, and that key deliberate is super important. If you're not deliberate and you're just kind of fumbling around, some of you guys make really bad YouTube videos. You got long intros. You're welcoming people back to a channel that has 100 subscribers. Like, it's really bad. Hey, check this out. You want to know the main reason new creators fail on YouTube? They don't know who they're creating videos for, and they don't have any purpose behind their videos. This turns the whole process of shooting videos into a tedious chore that will eventually lead to burnout. And trust me when I tell you, I have been there. If you want to discover exactly what type of videos you should make that will increase your chances of success on YouTube and help you avoid burnout, sign up below for my free Master My Niche training. This training will walk you through a custom system that will help you get clarity on the niche of your channel and help you make videos that you should be creating. I'll see you over at mastermyniche.com. You got to get to the part of being deliberate. I promise you, if you start doing the deliberate aspect and then I probably had close to 300-400 videos out before I really cracked 20,000 subscribers. Like, a lot of videos.
Well, and I just did the math on 10,000 hours. That is, if you were to divide that into 8-hour work days, that is 3.5 years of 8-hour work days.
Yep. And that's exactly it. I went full time with YouTube in 2020, and I feel like I'm just now starting to get good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just now starting to get good at all of this stuff.
And I feel
and it's been almost 3 years.
And I feel like that even when you brought me on, like I was just doing thumbnails just based off of what you did.
Yeah.
And we've been doing thumbnails for a long time. And I was telling my wife this earlier. I was like, we've been doing thumbnails for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been here for almost 2 years. And I'm like, I think just in the past 3 months, I actually kind of know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm like, so it's really exciting to see like, wow, there's a certain level where you actually start to have predictable success.
Yep. You got to get past the bad stuff. You got to get all the bad stuff out. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Gigs at the beginning, that's what you need to do. And then the more gigs you do, the better you'll get. Now and then you'll have a gig, but that's all right because you've got it out of you and you've experienced it. So I just say the more and more you can do, you put in your 10,000 hours, write as many songs as possible, gig as much as possible. Always be nice to people because that is how the music industry works now. It doesn't work on who's the best. It works on who's got the best music and who's the nicest. That's why the people at the top of the chart. That's why Gary Barlow's been big for so many years because he's such a lovely bloke. Everyone wants to help him out. Ollie Murs, fantastic. He's really nice to everyone. That's why it works. Whereas you see certain singers who may not.
So
be
interesting,
nice,
he juxtaposed this with being nice to people. The relationship aspect, the emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
You can't just be great and also a scumbag.
Yeah.
Like you got to be great and also a great person, a likable person, a person that's not just absorbed with their own success.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go ahead.
everyone, and then they have a slow decline. I don't know, but yeah, I'd say be nice, write songs, do gigs.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, man. I think that's, again, probably the most relevant advice that any artist or creative can get. And when you hear it from Ed Sheeran, I think it just hits a little different, you know, because some of us have heard this over and over again. I've talked about this over and over again, and yet we still don't really, you don't really believe it until you hear someone like that say it.
Well, you know what
I
it
mean?
is? I feel like there's a difference between a YouTube strategy and then something that is tried and true across multiple different
Disciplines.
skills and disciplines.
Yeah.
Like there's always going to be a new trend, a challenge video,
Yep.
vlogging in New York, whatever it is. But there's something that's always going to be tried and true.
Yep.
And that is going to be consistently a way to be successful. It's almost like investing. Like, yeah, there's going to be crypto, there's going to be NFTs, there's going to be ways to invest and make wealth.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's the tried and true ways that have been around for hundreds of years
Yep.
that you can continue to do.
Yep.
And so it's like, it's this interesting juxtaposition when you hear another artist say it for something that he did with is completely unrelated to YouTube.
Yeah.
And you realize, oh, this just works.
Yeah.
It's just it's like natural law of creativity
Yes.
and success.
Yes, the 10,000 hour rules. And I think the deception in, specifically in music, it's less in YouTube, but I feel like it's coming in YouTube too, is the illusion of the overnight come up.
Yeah.
It's the illusion of they were in the trenches and they have this mystique about them and then they just become megastars. It's not how it works.
Yeah.
Unless Kendrick Lamar is your uncle. Shout out Baby King. That's not how it works. It takes time, it takes consistency, it takes discipline, it takes getting a lot of bad stuff out before the good stuff comes. And the hardest part, I think, is just also being deliberate. Because you could do 10,000 hours and just be trash at the end of 10,000 hours.
Some
if you're
people are
not
really
deliberate.
relying on that 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
And not like realizing that 10,000 hours is a metaphorical amount of time that you should be applying yourself and learning, not just sitting there doing it.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't rely on the time.
Across video idea, video title, video hook, video retention, video thumbnail, video call to action, like across the board, quality, you know what I mean? All that, everything across the board.
Hey, this clip is from our daily after party stream. If you enjoyed it, consider signing up for our Patreon community for only $5 a month, where you get access to the replays of our daily after party streams, as well as the uncut extended versions of our podcast, Discord access that's private, and a discount code for our merch store, only $5 a month. And ultimately, it's the best way to help us contextualize the gospel of Jesus using media, podcasting, and of course, YouTube. The link for that is in the description or in the pinned comment. The perks are amazing. You should get on there. It's only $5 a month. I'll see you over there, all right? Peace.